This is a summary question. In any summary question, first read the passage, have the summary, have the main points at your fingertips, and then look at the option which is closest to your summary. The correct summary will be as close as possible to your summary. The wrong one will have something out of scope or which will misrepresent a fact that has been given in the passage. There's always something relevant about cliches. If you think about it, every literary genre is a collection of cliches and commonplaces. It's a system of expectations. The way events unfold in a fairy tale would be unacceptable in a novel or science fiction story. Causal links are, to a great extent, predictable in each one of these genres. They are supposed to be predictable, even in their surprises. That is how we come to accept the reality of these worlds. Hang on, what is it saying? There's something relevant in cliches. The passage is about cliches. Cliches means something which is said very often. A small saying that is said very often. A common saying. This is something relevant about cliches. If you think about it, every literary genre is a collection of cliches and commonplaces. So every literary type is a collection of cliches. It's a system of expectations. The way events unfold in a fairy tale would not be acceptable in a Neue novel. Neue novel is a particular type of crime fiction novel. So which is marked by cynicism, a lot of negative elements. So this fairy tales, there are certain things which are accepted. Neue novel, something else is accepted. Science fiction story. So what is acceptable in a fairy tale is not acceptable in another type of fiction, a science fiction story. Causal links are to a great extent predictable in each one of these genres. Causal links are predictable. A happens, then B happens is predictable in each one of these genres. Which genres? Fairy tale, Neue novel, science fiction story. They are supposed to be predictable even in their surprises. So these causal links that are given in these fiction types are predictable. Even if there is a surprise, even the surprise is predictable. And that is how we come to accept the reality of these worlds. Got it? Cliches, relevance, predictability of causal links in the genres mentioned by him, that is fairy tale, Neue novel, science fiction, even they're very predictable, and it is that which makes them acceptable. Let's look at which option is closest to our summary. Cliches are a method of presumptions, in every literary genre, while causal links are by and large predictable. Did he say that? He's drawn a difference between cliches and causal links, which is not what the passage does. Without cliches, it would not be possible to have a system of expectations or surprises. Again, what cliches do, how they are relevant, is part of the summary. Without cliches, what would happen is out of scope of the summary. So my B is also irrelevant. Cliches are most important because every literary genre uses them. Did he say every? Most, not every. And especially he has mentioned 3. So we can't say every literary genre mentions it. That's an extreme word. Every literary genre is replete with cliches which are used as a method for presumptions along with causal links for some genres which are largely predictable. So every literary genre has cliches, but the causal links, no, here he says cliches. Okay, C, I would say every literary genre has cliches, true, but in C I would reject C because it doesn't use the term causal links, which are the ones which are predictable even in their surprises. So this would be something like an incomplete summary. Every literary genre is replete with cliches which are used as a method for presumptions along with causal links for some genres which are largely predictable. It's the predictability which makes them acceptable. Therefore, my correct summary is D.